A few weeks ago, we brought you the story of a Volkswagen employee who said he'd gotten injured while working and was facing difficult times because of it. We have since learned of other employees who are saying similar things have happened to them. News 12's Nick Hill talked with them who say more needs to be done for VW employees.
It's pretty much a
Volkswagen employee Chris Hawkins says he is still experiencing issues related to his shoulder injury he says he sustained while pushing up to 500 pounds of vehicle parts at a time.
Tendonitis, it would take quite a few weeks for it to heal with minimum use of the right arm and shoulder. So my restrictions through Volkswagen Medical is to do not use your right arm for lifting, pushing, carrying, anything.
Hawkins is not the only employee here at Volkswagen who is raising concerns about how injuries on the job are being handled.
I had really bad chest pain.
Nicholas Manol, who says he works in Volkswagen's body shop, described what was the cause of that chest pain.
I had some muscle damage to my muscles in my chest and severe rib cartilage inflammation.
He described his duties in the body shop as he assembles vehicle doors, fenders, and hoods on cars. Similar to Hawkins, he described how equipment failures was causing his work to be more difficult.
When we've had a big issue with our rollers, that got fixed recently, but they're starting to act up again. The rollers don't work that well, and those are like the huge metal racks like the fenders sit on.
He says after being given medication and similar restrictions to Hawkins, he attempted to return to work.
They basically said, screw your restrictions, and they told me that I'm not allowed to take my prescription because it hinders me at work. So I was told by medical at Volkswagen to stop taking the prescription that my primary care doctor provided me, and that I was expected to work with no restrictions.
This action, Manol says, confuses him.
It's weird. They sent me out to Erlanger East, they sent me to that hospital, and then they told me since I didn't go through their doctor, they didn't have to honor my restrictions.
Hawkins says he had dealt with similar issues, particularly with a supervisor which he says was still requiring him to lift 50-pound totes of bolts.
I was forced to do it anyways because, like I told Human Resources, he's my supervisor. If I don't do it, he's going to wind up getting me in trouble or getting me fired.
Manol mentioned that telling his story to coworkers has been an eye-opener.
I said I've told my buddies, and then they've told their friends, and I think a lot of people, I know a lot of people, they've told me that, dude, they're going to vote yes on the union just based off of my story.
Both want to see changes in how VW handles issues.
The employees don't get the appreciation that they deserve there.
They should do something with better training of their entire staff, supervisors-wise.
In Chattanooga, Nick Hill, News 12.
Now, you should know that we have reached out to VW for comment on this story. We have yet to heard back. We have not heard back. They have denied wrongdoing in previous stories we have done, stories relating to union busting.